"Well, Ava, that was certainly very persuasive," her dad said. Her mum nodded. "We wanted you to show that you were responsible enough for a cell phone. Putting this much work into convincing us certainly suggests that this isn't a whim. We'll talk it over and then let you know." Ava wanted to scream and jump up and down, but she was trying to show her parents that she was mature enough for a cell phone, so instead she just smiled, nodded, and waited. Waiting was torture. Her parents talked it over for a week. Meanwhile, her friends had begun playing a new game on their phones. Ava's mum would pick her up from school, and every afternoon Ava felt like she wanted to tear the car door open and beg her mum to tell her what they had decided. But instead she waited, and waited, and waited. After a full week had gone by, her parents sat her down in the living room. This time, she was on the couch, and they were both standing in front of her. She was so excited that she almost couldn't stand it, but she forced herself to sit quietly. Just like before, her parents looked at each other. "All right, Ava," her mum said. "We both wanted to wait until you were older to get you a cell phone, but we were impressed by how much work you put into that essay and how mature you behaved while we talked it over. So we've decided that you can have a cell phone. Your father needs to get a new phone for work, and we're going to give you his old phone." "Really?" Ava yelled out. She jumped up and squealed. Her dad reached into his pocket and pulled out his old phone. It had already been wiped clean, so he handed it right to her. "Thank you, thank you, thank you," she screamed. She took the phone from his hand and gave each of her parents a gigantic hug. "But Ava, we want you to understand, a cell phone is not all just fun and games," her dad said. "This is a big responsibility." He started to list all of the ways that she had to be responsible with her phone, but Ava wasn't listening anymore. She was too busy trying to decide what her new background should be and downloading all of the most important apps. Her plan had worked. She had a cell phone. She couldn't wait to show her friends. Right away, she pulled out her school notebook and turned to the back, where she had written their new numbers. She called Savannah first, who squealed over the phone for almost as long as she had. After she was done, Savannah wanted to immediately hang up so that she could add Ava to the group chat. Happily, Ava agreed. Her phone dinged. Savannah had added her. They changed the name of the group chat from Besties to Sama, now that they could use all of their initials in the name. Ava spent a good hour that first night texting with her friends. Deciding what emojis she should use for their contacts took a lot of discussion.